watching News 3 Now at 5. Thanks for staying with us. An alert day is in the forecast for this evening. We could see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio. Gary?
And it's a wet weather patio. It's raining lightly here, but that's actually good news. That helps to keep the temperatures down and keeps the severe weather threat lower, at least in this part of the state. You can see across on visible cloud track lots of clouds, but the thicker clouds, the more bumpy thunderstorm clouds that have been developing across Illinois are heading more to the north and northeast and might be heading more toward the Milwaukee area. Tornado watch is in effect just south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line until 9 p.m. But so far, most of the strongest severe thunderstorms have been in central Illinois and are heading more toward the Chicago area, maybe far southeastern Wisconsin. So our severe weather threat may be lessening as this rain continues. You can see very little in the way of lightning even across Dane County as those showers and thunderstorms move through. Temperatures right now are in the 60s here. Notice it is a little warmer to the south in Janesville. Temperatures are even warmer farther to the south in northern Illinois, where the atmosphere is a little bit more unstable. Dew point temperatures right now lower to middle 60s, but Janesville's dew point's at 68. Again, a little more instability for the southeastern portion of the state. So look for showers and thunderstorms this evening. Then just the chance of showers overnight, along with some areas of fog. Low dropping to about 56. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy and mainly dry. Just a slight chance for a shower in the morning. The high at 67. See another round of showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday. I'll have more on that in the forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. There have been a lot of big changes at UW-Madison over the last 8 years. Barry Alvarez, Bo Ryan, to name a couple. Not to mention 2 full student classes have come in as freshmen and graduated. Well, today we learned the one constant during that time is also leaving. Chancellor Rebecca Blank heading elsewhere in the Big Ten after this school year. Brad Hamilton spoke with the Chancellor after News 3 after the news broke this morning. Brad?
Well, it's a historic day for Evanston for Chancellor Rebecca Blank, as she will become the first female president in Northwestern's history. It's an opportunity Blank says that she just couldn't pass up. After nearly a decade leading the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Chancellor Rebecca Blank is moving on.
I will have been here longer than either of my 4 immediate predecessors. 9 years is a good run.
The university announced this morning that Blank is taking the job as president at Northwestern in Chicago. Blank became UW's chancellor back in 2013, and that means that she served longer than any past chancellor since 1986. But prior to her time in Madison, Blank established herself internationally. She worked for 3 presidential administrations, most recently Secretary of Commerce under President Obama. Blank says her decision to head south was in part because she believes it was time for change in Madison.
At some point, it's time for other people to take over in terms of leadership. I feel like I've done a lot on this campus, someone else with new ideas can come in.
Information from UW this morning shows that Blank's tenure has largely been a positive one. The 4-year graduation rate is the highest ever in UW's history, and it's at or near the top in the best public schools in the country under several national rankings, and scholarship aid quadrupled during Blank's tenure. Still, Blank says that there are a few frustrations that she couldn't fix, including disappointment with the GOP-led legislator over school funding.
This past year in a pandemic, when we hit a huge decline in revenues, and we knew when the pandemic was over that would come back. What did every other university do? They borrowed and will pay back in the future. And we weren't able to do that.
UW System President Tommy Thompson said in a statement today that Chancellor Blank's strong leadership helped add to the University of Wisconsin's already strong legacy, while Governor Tony Evers congratulated Chancellor Blank, saying that he was grateful for her near decade of leadership. Chancellor Blank is set to become the first female president at Northwestern when she heads there next summer. But one thing is certain, Blank won't forget any of the memories she has from her time in Madison.
I'm very bullish on the future of Madison. I will miss many things about this. My husband and I went down to the terrace for lunch on Saturday, and we were sitting there looking out at the lake, and my husband looked at me and said, Evanston is a lovely place, and Lake Michigan is lovely, but there really isn't another place anywhere on a college campus in the world that is quite as nice as the terrace. And I think that's true. I'll miss that. I'll miss game days.
Blank does have a history with Northwestern, serving as a member of the university's faculty from 1989 to 1999.
Brad, thank you. It has been 9 days now since the 3 area students died in a fiery car crash. Still, no one has been formally charged. On October 2nd, a 30-year-old male rear-ended a vehicle carrying Madison West student Simon Valesi and two Middleton High School seniors, Evan Cradawell and Jack Miller. All three teenagers died. Officials announced last week that the driver is facing pending charges, but we do not know who that is and do not know if they've actually been charged. We are continuing to ask the clerk of courts along with the district attorney's office for answers, but have not been given any information. Still searching for answers after a Madison officer was shot over the weekend. That officer hasn't been identified, nor has the person who shot the officer. This all happened when the officer was trying to arrest someone with a gun running from police. The officer is expected to be okay. They were able to make that arrest. And Beloit police are asking the public for help with an investigation after a passenger in a vehicle allegedly pointed a gun at an officer while driving past him on Sunday night. Police say an officer was driving south on Prairie Avenue near Switch Track Alley about 7:45 when he saw another vehicle driving slowly as the cars passed each other. One of the passengers allegedly pointed a gun at the officer. Anyone who saw the incident or has any information about it is asked to contact the Rock County Dispatch Center. A man arrested in connection with the Sun Prairie homicide has accepted a plea deal. 34-year-old Anthony Young charged with 4 counts, including second-degree reckless homicide. 29-year-old Shanton Robinson was dropped off at UW Hospital in February with a life-threatening gunshot wound to his chest. He later died. Court records show Young took that plea deal today, pleading guilty to second-degree reckless homicide. 3 other charges were dismissed. A sentencing for him will happen in December. The teen accused of killing a man in Beloit on Labor Day was back in court. Online records show a judge found enough evidence against 16-year-old Dante Wilson to move ahead in that case. Wilson charged with first-degree intentional homicide in the death of a 19-year-old man. Police say Wilson and the victim knew each other. Several staff quit in just 1 week. Enrollment falling fast as well at a Madison Catholic school. Now, hundreds of parents, church members, and others are asking the bishop for a third-party investigation. That is unlikely to happen based on the letter he sent in response. And Naomi Coles tells us more. Naomi?
This happened just days ago, and now parents with students still at the school are going public as they urge a closer look at the school's leadership. More than 560 people signed the open letter asking for a third-party investigation into a, quote, toxic workplace. The school's principal and its hiring process, they also want a review of the community's concerns. The biggest worry, longtime staff leaving en masse.
We're seeing them leave in droves, and it's not okay.
So I think unless you change the leadership at the top, that it's going to be practically impossible to get it back to where it was 5 years ago.
Now, the Bishop of Madison, in a statement to us today, says he has full confidence in the school's leadership and that the demands of the letter demonstrate a, quote, clear lack of understanding for how the church and its laws work. Now, tonight at 6, hear from 3 parents of students still at the school who they say speak for a community watching the culture change at a school that's been a beloved Catholic institution in Madison for decades.
Naomi, thank you. We could be just weeks away from having the first FDA-approved coronavirus treatment that patients can receive at home. Merck has asked the FDA for an emergency use authorization for the first pill to treat COVID. After clinical trials showed it helped save lives. Current treatments, such as Regeneron, require patients to receive infusions. The Merck drug could be given at home, relieving the crush of COVID cases in our hospitals.
As soon as it's FDA approved, we can start to prescribe it to patients rather than them having to come into an emergency room and be given intravenous therapy of an antibody or a shot of an antibody. They can get a pill.
Health officials say the new COVID treatment is exciting, but they say the best measure against COVID is still for people to get vaccinated. Meanwhile, the government has already ordered enough of the Merck pills to treat 1.7 million Americans and will distribute them to states if the FDA approves its use. A former top U.S. drug regulator says younger children between the ages of 5 and 11 could start getting COVID-19 shots before the holiday season. But first, the FDA and CDC must approve emergency use authorization when they meet later this month and early November. The FDA will meet 2 weeks from tomorrow to discuss whether to approve the vaccine for children, but it comes as new CBS News polling shows a nearly identical number of parents are split on plans to vaccinate or not to vaccinate their children. A parent has sued a southeastern Wisconsin school district after her son contracted COVID-19 from a classmate. Shannon Jensen filed the lawsuit in federal court against the Waukesha School District and school board last week. Jensen seeking an injunction ordering the district to comply with CDC COVID-19 guidelines. According to the lawsuit, the board back in May removed the mask requirement for students and other COVID-19 mitigation measures. One of Jensen's son's classmates came to school with symptoms in September, didn't wear a mask. Jensen's son was seated next to that sick student and was wearing a mask, but still became infected. Jensen's other 2 sons later tested positive as well. Slight increase in Wisconsinites getting vaccinated. Now 54.4% of the state has completed their vaccine series. 71.4% here in Dane County are now fully vaccinated. It is Indigenous Peoples Day, and Governor Tony Evers is recognizing it, signing an executive order issuing formal acknowledgement and apology for Wisconsin's historical role in Indian boarding schools. National Indigenous Peoples Day falls on the same day as Columbus Day as a way to honor the people already living in the country when Christopher Columbus landed in 1492. Madison College has been celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day all month on campus. The event celebrating the inherent sovereignty of the Ho-Chunk Nation and the 11 indigenous First Nations that originated in Wisconsin.
It has been a long fight for many of us to where we are today. And I'd like to thank all of those who have worked so hard to sustain our culture and our language, and those who have worked really hard to make days like today happen.
Well, last Friday, President Biden signed the first ever proclamation declaring October 11th as Indigenous Peoples Day in the United States. He is the first U.S. president to formally recognize the day. Milwaukee Brewers looking to take a lead in the National League Divisional Series against the Braves. Game 3 down in Atlanta today. The bottom of the fifth, Adrian Hauser brought in relief of Freddie Peralta. Didn't take long for the Braves to take advantage. Jock Peterson, a 3-run pinch hit home run. Brewers continue to have a tough time at the plate, 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Game 4 will be played tomorrow, also in Atlanta. Brewers starting pitcher yet to be announced. Manager Craig Counsell says it will not be Game 1 starter Corbin Burns. Wisconsin Democratic Attorney General Josh Kaul calling for a Republican-ordered investigation into the 2020 presidential election to be shut down. Why he says it is just a waste of time. That's ahead at 5. And we'll hear from members of the Badger men's and women's basketball teams ahead of the upcoming season. It's coming up next hour on News 3 Now at 6. And the markets struggle again to start the week. The Dow falling more than 250 points. The NASDAQ loses 93. S&P drops more than 30. We'll be right back.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. First, take your rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop using the information and rating system on each bed. It's mattress shopping reinvented, plus mattress specials for every budget. And save big on our reclining sofas and chairs. On sale now, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
When I'm up on stage, singing and doing my thing, I feel confident, but nobody feels that way when they're picking a Medicare plan. The good news is Anthem's Medicare specialists are here to help. Just call them today at the number on the screen. They have plans with $0 monthly premiums, as low as $0 copays for prescriptions, dental, vision, and hearing coverage. You got to take care of those ears, and much more. When you call this number, an Anthem specialist will also tell you about the plans with extra benefits, like free prescription drug delivery and online doctor visits 24/7, free exercise classes, you gotta keep moving, baby, and even money towards over-the-counter health products. All this from the Medicare coverage more doctors trust. Talking with a specialist can help you feel confident that you're making the right choice.
Call 844-575-BLUE. That's 844-575-BLUE.
You just need to call. Don't put it off any longer.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Tonight at 6, a local school's leadership is under fire. We'll tell you why parents are speaking out against the principal.
There's a chance for severe weather this evening and alert days in the forecast. I'll tell you what the threats are. That's tonight at 6.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind. Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Wisconsin's Attorney General has plenty to say tonight about an elections investigation he considers fake. Josh Call asked Assembly Speaker Robin Vos to shut the whole thing down. Madeline O'Neill live on at the Capitol with why Josh Call says this is like nothing he's ever seen before. Maddie?
Right, we just heard from Call this afternoon. He's calling this review biased, overbroad, and downright strange. Well, this is his department's 9-page response to a subpoena from Gableman to the Wisconsin Elections Commission and its administrator, Megan Wolf. Now, representing the Wisconsin Elections Commission in this letter, the Assistant Attorney General says, quote, that they have significant concerns about the highly unusual manner in which the investigation is unfolding. That was reflected in Call's statements this afternoon as well, where he called Gableman's subpoena and investigation over burdensome, unprofessional, and unnecessary, saying the election has already been proven time and time again to be free and fair.
Here's the bottom line. This fake investigation is an abuse of the legislature's authority. Wisconsin taxpayers shouldn't be on the hook for this beginner's guide to election administrations and investigations. And what we are seeing is corrosive to our democracy.
Gableman's subpoena calls on Administrator Wolf to testify behind closed doors in Brookfield this Friday. The Attorney General says hearings must be conducted in front of a legislative committee in a public forum instead. Representative Robin Vos hired Gableman to conduct this review using nearly $700,000 worth of taxpayer money. Just about 45 minutes ago, Vos issued this statement saying, quote, in order to restore confidence in our election system, Justice Gableman will continue his investigation and that the subpoenas have been issued correctly. Now, coming up at 6, we'll have more details on this, as well as a message from Gableman later tonight at 10 o'clock.
All right, Maddie, thank you. Well, take a look at this amazing video. Lava flowing from a volcano that's been erupting for 3 weeks in La Palma, Spain, excuse me, in the country's Canary Islands. Blocks of lava as large as 3-story buildings rolling down a hillside on Sunday after 21 seismic tremors shook the island. So far, almost 1,200 buildings have been destroyed. Lava has engulfed more than 1,200 acres, and 6,000 of the island's 83,000 residents have been evacuated from their homes. And cleanup underway after several tornadoes ripped through Oklahoma. That severe weather system also brought in heavy rain, lightning, and wind to parts of Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, and Texas. There are reports of a possible tornado in Coweta, Oklahoma, late last night, causing significant damage to a high school, some homes, and a gas station. A hailstorm earlier in the evening caused damage to homes, cars, and businesses in Norman, which, of course, is home to the University of Oklahoma. No deaths or injuries were immediately reported. Oklahoma Gas and Electric says in a statement the crews are actively working to restore power outages. Well, it's been quite a lot of rain we've seen in parts of our viewing area today. Here's Gary with the latest.
Well, you know, the same system that hit Oklahoma and Texas last night is actually the same one that's moving through our part of the Midwest. The good news for us is we've mainly been on the cool side of this system, and that has limited the severe weather potential so far. We do have an alert day in the forecast for this evening for isolated severe thunderstorms that still may be possible over the next couple of hours, mainly south and east of Madison. Heavy rain, probably the main threat, maybe some gusty winds. Can't rule out an isolated tornado. There have already been a couple down to the south across parts of Illinois where a tornado watch is in effect, but high-resolution radar shows mainly just rain showers. We're not even seeing much in the way of lightning, but again, we watch these just to make sure, even without lightning, some of these storms could exhibit a little bit of spin. The atmosphere has a lot of spin in the upper levels of it, and so it's possible that some of these thunderstorms could produce a funnel cloud or a brief tornado. But you can see by far the strongest activity in terms of thunderstorms has been across parts of southeastern Wisconsin. And then you can see these thunderstorms with a squall line moving through central Illinois. These are severe thunderstorm warnings for thunderstorms that could possibly produce a tornado, as well as these severe thunderstorm warnings over parts of northwestern Indiana. But notice the main movement of these storms, mainly to the north and northeast. Looks like a tornado warning has just come out here across LaSalle County in Illinois. But if there is a severe weather threat, it's more likely to be south and east of Madison into southeastern Wisconsin and probably away from Lake Michigan. A little wider radar perspective shows these showers and thunderstorms lifting to the north. Again, this is the area under the tornado watch just south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk of severe thunderstorms south and east of Madison. The tornado threat is probably the most significant thing, and that's mainly across northern Illinois. Again, maybe parts of southeastern Wisconsin that that get a little bit warmer than areas closer to Madison, but the rain has really kept the temperatures down. You can see the high wind threat also there. The hail threat is a little bit less because these storms are not very tall, so the moisture doesn't get that far up into the storms in order to produce the hail. Now, the severe weather outlook for Wednesday around the southern part of the Midwest is low, but you can see up to the north, there is a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms for our part of the Midwest. And precipitation from Madison southward, many areas have picked up an inch or two of rain over the last 3 days. Areas north and northwest of Madison have seen a lot less. And as far as future track precipitation, this is through the end of the week showing an additional 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain. Some areas could pick up 1 or 2 inches in a heavier thunderstorm, but those would be more isolated types of situations. So 3 things you need to know. We've got evening thunderstorms in the forecast, just a chance for showers overnight along with some areas of fog. Mild weather through Wednesday with highs in the upper 60s when the average high temperature should be around 60. And then temperatures will cool off with highs dropping back into the upper 50s by Saturday. Temperatures right now mainly in the 60s. You can see out to the west a little cooler in the rain area there. Temperatures there in the upper 50s, but you can see some 70s down to the south. Again, that's where the atmosphere is a little bit more unstable, but again, it's going to be just far southeastern Wisconsin, that little wedge of warm air that lifts northward before the cold front kind of puts the kibosh on the thunderstorm chances later on tonight. 67 for high tomorrow with mostly cloudy skies, just a slight chance for a shower early in the day. On future track, you can see the shower and thunderstorm chances highest this evening, and then later on tonight, just a chance for a shower along with areas of fog, and maybe a slight chance for a shower early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, plenty of clouds, and those rainfall amounts, probably 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain. A few areas could pick up an inch or two this evening in a heavier thunderstorm. Showers will end on Thursday morning, a slight chance for a shower Friday, and a slight chance Saturday morning. Notice the temperatures drop up a little bit for the weekend and then get back up into the lower 60s early next week, and then another little shot of cold air could bring some frost by early on Thursday morning of next week with low temperatures dropping into the upper 30s. As we check out first horn traffic, it's raining on the road, so that's slowing traffic down a little bit. Beltline, we're seeing delays in either direction in spots between Verona Avenue and Verona Road and Stoughton Road. As far as travel times are concerned, about 20 minutes either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, 25 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990. Middleton to Sauk City on US 12 will take you 16 minutes, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151 is an 18-minute commute. That's your News 3 Now first horn traffic.
Gary, thank you. More nonstop flights are resuming at Dane County Regional Airport. The latest flight to start back up, that's ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Horn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see.
Right now, get 35% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet. Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
Yeah, it's funny. With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay. Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right, visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-day challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-day challenge.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows. Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
From Scott the Window Guy at AHT Wisconsin Window.
I'm Scott the Window Guy from AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core composite frame triple pane window is the most energy efficient window made for Wisconsin, no matter what the season. Get free installation on any door or window purchase at scottthewindowguy.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back, travelers in Madison can now fly straight to New York City again. The nonstop flight from Dane County Regional to LaGuardia is now back. The flight stopped during the pandemic. The airport had 24 nonstop routes before the pandemic, but went down to just 11 flights during the pandemic. This flight is the 17th nonstop flight to return.
It's very unusual to have an inaugural flight sold to capacity, and we have that here today. We're really excited that Delta was able to fill it up today, and we're confident it's going to remain full, which means larger airplanes in the future, more frequency in the future. It's really great to see people choosing to fly out of Madison for this route.
Airport officials say they're hoping to add nonstops to Boston, LA, and San Francisco as soon as possible. Another day of cancellations for Southwest Airlines, which has now canceled 337 flights today alone. That amounts to 1 in every 10 flights, according to flight tracking website FlightAware. It comes after a frustrating few days for travelers. Southwest canceled more than 2,000 flights over the weekend, leaving passengers, planes, and crews stranded across the country. The company says the scheduling mess started Friday with weather in Florida and air traffic control issues in the region.
What really bothers me is Southwest is trying to blame the FAA, air traffic control systems. It's like saying the dog ate my homework.
Well, Southwest is clashing with its pilots union over the federal vaccine mandate. The union filed a lawsuit on Friday, but denies it organized a so-called sick out and says there were many operational difficulties due to management's poor planning. Southwest says it's operating at lower staff levels than it did pre-pandemic and cannot recover quickly. Gas prices have nearly doubled now. In 17 months, the national average for pricing for gasoline hit a 7-year high. AAA reporting the average for unleaded, $3.27 a gallon, up 7 cents in a week. Prices at the pump aren't the only energy costs skyrocketing. Natural gas prices also up, and Monday crude was on track to finish above $80 a barrel for the first time in 7 years. Stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
At Star N Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Add beauty and security with outdoor lighting from Menards. Find your style with over 1,000 outdoor lighting options. Patriot Lighting comes in a variety of unique styles and finishes. Enhance your curb appeal with the black finish and clear-seated glass shades of the Connie Outdoor Wall Light. Pick up a 2-pack of these modern farmhouse wall lights and save 11% on all outdoor Patriot Lighting now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Join Anytime Fitness for just $1 now through October 12th. Anytime Fitness gives you 24/7 support with expert coaching on all things fitness, nutrition, and everything in between. Now through October 12th, join for just $1. Visit anytimefitness.com today.
Why settle for any Medicare plan when you can choose 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plans exclusively from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more now by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today.
Introducing Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. New luxury apartments for seniors 55 plus. Professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starinbank.com.
Well, it's been a pretty active weather day across the Midwest. Gary's keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, just to our south, tornado watch in effect for eastern Illinois, right up to the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. That little cluster of storms just south of I-80 has a tornado warning with it and severe thunderstorm warnings over parts of northwestern Indiana. But the storms are heading more towards southeastern Wisconsin. The showers in the Madison area not even really producing any lightning, but we'll keep an eye on things. Severe weather threat, if there is one, will be for the next couple of hours.
All right, Gary, thank you. CBS Evening News coming your way next. Stay tuned for that. And we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6.